a library book about wildlife, the Pepper's laptop, and some sticks that had yet to serve a purpose, and put them on the floor. In their place was a large bowl of water and 5 different fruits placed in a line: a kiwi, a melon, a medium-sized pineapple, an apple, and a tangerine. The fruits were a little squashed and soggy, and Uncle Potty had brightly coloured stains all over his shirt. "I have discovered the trick of all tricks," announced Potty, long arms in the air. "It involves making a watch disappear, then to be revealed in a piece of fruit." Esme gave Potty an encouraging look, even though the trick sounded quite complicated. "What's the time, Esme?" asked Uncle Potty in a dramatic voice. Esme glanced at the extremely reliable watch that her mum had given her when she got a high grade in last year's maths test and announced, 12:30. Esme waited for Uncle Potty's next line, but instead Monty popped his head up from under the table, where he was supposed to be hiding. He handed Uncle Potty a long strip of paper. "What's that?" Esme asked. "Nothing," said Monty. "You weren't supposed to see." "Please get back under the table, Monty," said Uncle Potty politely but firmly. "I have the item now." Monty reluctantly disappeared again. "Thus, we have safely concluded that it is 12:30, announced Uncle Potty. "May I see your watch, Esme?" Raising her left wrist, Esme revealed her treasured Timex. Uncle Potty quickly unsnapped the watch from Esme's wrist before she could stop him and hid it behind his back. There was a scuffling sound as he handed the watch to Monty. "Time is an extraordinary thing," said Uncle Potty even louder. "It reminds us that the bus is late, it flows with the seasons, and it gives us wrinkles." "Could I have my watch back, please?" Esme asked, suddenly realising her watch was going to be hidden in a piece of soggy fruit, which might do it more harm than good. "Of course," replied Uncle Potty, searching his multicoloured waistcoat pockets for something. "Aha! Your elegant timepiece," said Uncle Potty, as he retrieved the now crinkled strip of paper and balanced it on Esme's wrist. It had a badly drawn clock face on it, showing the time, 12:30 p.m. "This isn't my watch, Uncle, it's a piece of paper," said Esme. The strip quivered on her hand and then fell off. "Well observed, young Esme. So, where is your real watch?" Uncle Potty spoke excitedly now. He picked up an apple. "Shall I ask the magic tangerine?" "That's not a tangerine," Esme noted. "Oh, yes." Uncle Potty tried to cover himself. "Just a little joke," he smiled. "I will now dip all the fruit into the bowl of water to show you that your watch is not inside any of them. Take this apple, for instance," Uncle Potty continued, dunking the apple in the water. "Your watch is not in here, hurrah!" There was another scuffling sound, and the tangerine started wobbling on the table. An object fell on the floor with a tiny clang, a broken watch sort of clang. "I can't do it," whispered Monty audibly from under the table. "It won't go in the hole." Esme winced. She hoped Uncle Potty was not about to make a big mistake. What was happening to her watch? "Pick another fruit," Uncle Potty said to Esme. "Maybe the kiwi." Esme looked blank, but Uncle Potty seized the kiwi anyway and dunked it energetically into the bowl of water. "No watch in here," he hollered. "Shall I try the tangerine finally?" Esme looked at the fruit, trembling on the tablecloth. She assumed Monty was trying to stuff her watch inside it, but maybe this was a double bluff. Her watch was in someone's pocket. Or maybe the trick involved an optical illusion, and the water wasn't really water, but something dry. But Esme feared the worst. "Could I just have my Timex back, please?" Esme asked. "Of course," Uncle Potty replied, picking up the tangerine from which Esme's watch strap dangled. "My watch!" said Esme, and made a grab for the strap before Uncle Potty could submerge it in the water. But as she did so, shloop! The bowl tipped over and water went everywhere, onto the table, Monty, the laptop.